I get it 3 a month, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love us, they just love us. How we live. You was never around, had to hold it down.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet?
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We're live in Houston where the Rockets have home court advantage.
Nice play again, huh?
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Taj Gibson is out there with Roberson. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Westbrook in at the point. Pass to Kanter. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Kanter's got the first points up on the board for Oklahoma City.
And for Russell Westbrook, a heroic effort last season, but not necessarily an efficient one. He averaged 28 points a game, which led the league, but shot a 5-year low of 43% to get those points. And he led the league in turnover average, but that's also because he's got such a high volume usage now with all the injuries.
Oladipo, the pass to Roberson. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
He gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home.
I tell you what, he's lucky on that one that he got away with maybe not picking up a tee.
For three, Gordon. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Greg, on the topic of Westbrook, no one's questioning his heart and his will. It was unbelievable what he did after Durant went down. But Clark, the truth is, it's hard to make the playoffs playing inefficient basketball.
No, I agree. I mean, there are certain guys who are catalysts and other guys who make things happen. And Iverson, Ginobili, Russell's old teammate, James Harden. Those guys make things happen, and you have to live with some of their inefficiency at times.
So it's the Rockets now after Oklahoma City gets the three. 5 to shoot. Bird. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line. The Rockets shooting their first free throw this game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Westbrook, no good. Rockets have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Bird, and Gibson sends it back. Roberson dishes to Westbrook. A floater cannot hit, so Houston will take it the other way. Gibson with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. It's blocked by Bird. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. Here's Westbrook. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's a screen by Kanter. And Oladipo kicks to Gibson. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Roberson. Westbrook's got his first 3 points of the game.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Well, looking back on last season, you could see the Rockets were tough at home. They just were relentless at going at teams.
Man, how about a 30-11 record last year? And a lot of close ones for them, but that home crowd at times could just really will them to victory.
As it did help in the series against the Clippers last year in the playoffs. Rockets trail by 6. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to talk with Billy Donovan for a moment. One player who's really on his mind in this matchup is Eric Gordon. He said of Gordon, he can shoot with deep range and has the strength and explosiveness to go by you if you overcommit and finish or get himself to the line. So he's just an underrated scorer in this league, and it's going to take a total team effort to slow him down. Kevin, will see how they do.
Thanks again, Doris. And Victor Oladipo with the elite athleticism and versatility to be a perennial all-star. We've seen the second-year phenom line up as a one. He's played off guard. He's even played a little small forward in his time in the league.
And he has that quickness, length, and power combo to be a lockdown defender at all of those positions as well. So that's why he was the co-defensive player of the year coming out of college.
Houston making some changes. Monty Eunice is checked in for Nene. Risa comes in for Anderson, and it's Patrick Beverly in for Eric Gordon. The Thunder also changing it up. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Ilyasova comes in for Taj Gibson, and it's Doug McDermott in for Oladipo. Adams, the pass to Ilyasova. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits.
You know, back to Oladipo, he has a tremendously quick first step. Finished second in the slam dunk contest to Zach LaVine. Some dunks he's had in regular season play, downright nasty.
Now, here's Ariza. Beverly dishes to Bird. Baseline J on the way. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. And talking about Oladipo's explosiveness, we're starting to see it in his overall scoring as well. Had his first back-to-back 30-point games this year against Chicago and Houston. If he keeps improving at this rate, could be an all-NBA first-teamer before he's through.
Now, here is Harden. After the miss from Doug McDermott. Again, the miss by Bird.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Here's Roberson. He's got 5. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Got a piece of it. Here's Bird. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him.
Westbrook kicks to Adams. Here's Roberson. Feeds it to Westbrook. Here's Adams. Makes it off the glass.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Now here's Monty Eunice, and he gets it to go.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Now here's Westbrook. Goes up to the stripe.
What the D was doing there, clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And a chance now to hear from the Brazilian big man, Nene. The development of this Wizards team.
We changed our style, the way we think about basketball. You know, we start playing.
With Nene in the mix, that team is indeed capable and talented and can do some very special things.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he's in a supporting role, and when he steps up in a big way, he gives them an X factor.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Thunder. Russell Westbrook out there with Oladipo. Then it's McDermott. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Adams in at the center.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it, following the score by Houston. Russell Westbrook again. Westbrook's got the lead up to 8 now for the Thunder.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Yeah, things are starting to look up. I mean, they're making amends for that slow start, finding a rhythm right now.
A big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Now, here's Oladipo. Pass to McDermott. Gives in a screen. Three-pointer. Westbrook, no good.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
That's good.
Boy, such standing patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. That one's on Eric Gordon. The ferocious dunkers in the NBA, but what could you say about Westbrook as maybe the top dunker right now on that list?
Well, the ferocity, the tenacity. I mean, he's almost angry when he takes it to the basket the way he does. I think that's part of what makes him so special.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Decker comes in for Larry Bird. And Lewis Williams subbed in for James Harden.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Here's Westbrook following the score by Lou Williams. There's a screen. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Oladipo sets the screen for Westbrook. Now McDermott. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
And, you know, with Westbrook, it fits right in with how he plays. I mean, he is relentless when he goes at the rim and takes out any contact he felt on the way to get there.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it three.
Right. And one last note, guys, about Westbrook. He dunks on purpose. Last season, he said that he dunks so hard to discourage any defender from blocking his shot or even contesting him.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Anderson. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Gordon. And finished off by Westbrook.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Decker. A reverse. Rejected by Collison.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Now here's Williams. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
And first time out of the game called for Oklahoma City. Lou Williams won the sixth-man award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer. And that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
Houston making some changes. Anderson comes in for Decker, and it's James Harden in for Patrick Beverley. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Roberson comes in for Russell Westbrook. In the corner, Harden. For three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
You know, and when you look at Lou Williams, he's always had a shooting guard skill set in kind of a point guard's body. Now, he's not just a long-range bomber. He will attack the basket and earn his share of trips to the foul line. And that's where he's really deadly. 86% from the stripe last season.
The shot's good from Cantor.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here. And, you know, back to Williams, sometimes it's better to own one thing, be a master at that, and try to fit a round peg into a square hole. I mean, he's not a really good passer. Never has been. That's not who he is. But he can heat up quickly as a scorer. And that's the side where you put jelly and butter on his toast.
Here is Harden after Oklahoma City gets the three. Shot to stop the run, and he gets it to go. Harden's got his first basket.
Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain it.
Roberson the pass to Oladipo. There's the pick. There's the dish to Ilyasova. No good with the triple. Rockets trail by 9.
A chance here to go 2 for 1.
Boy, they've got to ramp up the speed and make it happen in a hurry.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now, here's Oladipo. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Cantor. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
And here's Harden. And no good trying to get that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Thunder out in front, up by a...
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 11. And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get...
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
Bird is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Nene. Then there's Gordon. And it's Harden in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now, here's Oladipo. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And the shot is good. 8 points for Enes Kanter.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D. And really, last season, the Thunder came into the year as a popular pick to win the West. Of course, we know what happened in terms of injuries, and they ended up having them on the outside looking in terms of the postseason.
Oladipo against Gordon. Oladipo outside. The kick out to Westbrook. They get it back, and Kanter throws it down.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Motiejunas is checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverley comes in for James Harden. And the Rockets making a change here. Decker's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Adams checked in.
Yeah, and a big year for Enes Kanter last season. I mean, traded from the Jazz to the Thunder and finally saw the minutes that he was hoping for.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And Kanter did play well with the increased minutes last season, Clark. Averaged a double-double after the trade.
I think it was a great fit for him in Oklahoma City. He still has work to do, but now that he feels like he's in the right environment, I think we're going to see that great potential of his start to come to fruition.
Nene, he's checked in for Houston. And here are the Rockets now, trailing by 13. Here's Bird. The rebound by Gibson.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Roberson gets the bucket.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Rockets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Beverly kicks to Montejunas. And yep, couple bounces and it falls. Montejunas has got his second basket of the game. Oklahoma City leading by 14. It's Westbrook with the drive. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Thunder making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Gibson with the steal. Here's Roberson. 10 points for him. Westbrook with the bucket.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Yeah, 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Now here's Gordon, trailing by 17. And Andre Roberson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Bird. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Bird's got 9.
You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 16. To the wing right side. Here's McDermott. Montejunas grabs the miss. Montejunas has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And it's Montejunas dishes to Bird. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Let's go.
And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that, Greg, the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
The pass to Adams. They set the pick. Poked away. Just 5 on the clock. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Roberson, 3 seconds left. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Thunder have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here we go, 1-on-1. And it's blocked. But they'll get another chance. Right side, Westbrook. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Westbrook's got 18 points. Rockets trail by 16. Kicks to Bird. From deep. No good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Like last season, we saw Montejunas make some nice strides.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin, on both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increase.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up as a 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Anderson comes in for Montejunas. And it's James Harden in for Patrick Beverly. Roberson the pass to Westbrook. Lets the 3 fly. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Let's go. Three-point shot has been a real weapon for them in the second half.
Yeah, they've really done a good job of creating good looks from the outside, and now they've really got it going.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And, you know, for the Rockets, they had a major gut check in the second round. Went down 3-1 against the Clippers. Came back to win the series in 7, including Game 6, when I dozed off when they were trailing by 19 in the 4th and was shocked to wake up in the morning and see they had forced the 7th game.
And the Rockets making a change here. Decker's checked in. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical. And with the Rockets' last postseason, their trip to the conference finals was as far as they would go. They went out to the Warriors in 5 games. Most of them, though, close ones. I think most fans were pleased with how far the team went last year in spite of all the injuries.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for McDermott. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now, here's Oladipo. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Oladipo. The drive by Collison. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. He's given them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Anderson. The shot misses. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and all but over already. It's the Thunder running away with it. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Westbrook with it. So for Oklahoma City right now, we've got Nick Collison. Victor Oladipo is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Gibson in at the 4 slot.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration.
It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Here's Westbrook. Feeds to Gibson. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Kanter's shot is off. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Thunder. Russell Westbrook out there with Oladipo. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Taj Gibson. And it's Roberson in at the 3 spot. When you look at the roster of the Thunder from last year, Clark, they knew how to build from within.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Now here's Anderson. Nene at the elbow. Back to Anderson. And Gibson sends it down. And there's the foul. It goes on Ryan Anderson. That's foul number 2 for him.
They may need to sit him out, Kevin. That's his 2nd foul in less than a minute.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Houston.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Al Harden after Westbrook's mystery. And here's Bird from the arc. And Westbrook pulls it down. Here's Oladipo. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Oklahoma City on D.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing or spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook for that matter.
Here's Oladipo. James Harden picking up that last basket. Outside Westbrook. And here's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this guy.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Trevor Ariza. The shot's good from Westbrook.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Westbrook against Harden. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Missed inside. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kev, I caught up with Coach Billy Donovan. We went over the matchups in tonight's game, and when we came to Nene, he told me, now there's a player. You just don't find big men with that kind of body who's that light on his feet. I don't know if it's his soccer background, but the way he moves, it's awfully tough to stay between him and the iron. Guys, that's the goal, but we'll see if they're able to make it happen. Back to you.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza, $1 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Rockets trail by 6. Here's Gordon. Fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
And you know what? Save what was likely to be a dunk.
And, you know, under the circumstances, Greg, that's a good foul. You just can't let him have that throwdown.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams, he's checked in for Cantor. Ilyasova comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Doug McDermott in for Andre Robertson. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Monty Eunice is checked in for Nene. Decker comes in for Trevor Ariza. Williams, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Monty Eunice has the open look. That 3 off the mark. The Thunder leading by 6. Oladipo with the ball. And it's Bird picking him up. Oladipo outside. This is to McDermott. Good on the triple.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
Now here's Decker. The Rockets with another miss.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And Ilyasova kicks to Adams. The kick out to Oladipo. Fires from deep. Ilyasova can't hit. Rockets trail by 9. Bird outside. Williams with a clean look. Great play by Bird to set it up. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And guys, Patrick Beverly, a perfect fit for the Rockets alongside James Harden. You know, Beverly is in that complementary role as a 3 and D guy. And remember, also, even though he's the point guard, he doesn't need the ball to be effective. He's good at just spotting up for threes, and he's a hounding on-ball defender.
Now here's Ilyasova. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now the dish to McDermott. just 4 to shoot. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Misses with the tough leaning jump shot. And Beverly plucked out of Europe by the Rockets. Clark, he signed a new contract this past offseason.
And a nice value for the Rockets, Kevin. I mean, he's a player whose impact on the game really transcends the stat sheet. That's often the case for those guys that are all defense caliber players.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Back to Westbrook. A baseline J, and the jumper is good. Westbrook's got 10.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for
you. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Thunder lead by 8. And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the young... Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18. That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Anderson. Then it's Nene, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. They get it back. Shot's good by Gibson. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Harden up top. 5 points in the game. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the Rockets. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Cantor, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rocket system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Gordon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Westbrook against Harden. Westbrook drives in, and good on the basket. Book it. Westbrook's got 12.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
And it goes on a bounce. That one off Gibson.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Collison's out there. Here's Harden. No good off the back of the rim.
And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden, such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Wheeler. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Scooped up. Cantor. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And the Rockets making a change here. Moniunas is checked in, and a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Oladipo's checked in. Harden against Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 11 feet away. Another miss by Harden. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And Roberson kicks to Collison. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Some slick passing from Harden on that.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Oladipo kicks to Roberson. And Gordon over to help. The feed to Oladipo. Pass to Cannon. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Ariza.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are in the paint.
Cantor's shot is off. Last season for James Harden was easily his best yet. Finished second in the MVP race. Put up huge numbers with career highs in points per game scoring. Greg at more than 27 a game.
And also carried that Rockets team that dealt with a plethora of injuries, mainly to Dwight Howard. And second in the league in scoring, narrowly losing out to Russell Westbrook, who just went on a tremendous tear second half of the season. And then also finished runner-up in the MVP race.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Decker's checked in for Nene. Bird comes in for Trevor Ariza. Lou Williams is checked in for Gordon. And it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution. And for Harden coming in second in the MVP race, he had a lot of first-place votes, and nobody knew if he or Curry would win the award. In most other seasons, he would have won the MVP.
And Oladipo kicks to Ilyasova. 5 on the clock, out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Beverly the pass to Bird. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And for Harden last year, he could have easily have won the MVP. Probably would have in other seasons. His big talking point for the award was how he carried the Rockets on his back. And he might have been the most valuable player to his team with the performances he had last year. Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill and physical.
Bird dishes to Decker. Got a piece of it. Bird outside. That doesn't go either for Bird.
And he made sure not to just draw the foul. That was good defense out on the perimeter.
Very good. He's a thinking man's defender. Knows how to bother even the best shooters without being overly aggressive.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the Thunder. They lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. He has 12 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. They've got Roberson. Oladipo is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Gibson in at the power forward. The Rockets have been solid at the line so far, 4 for 4.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor, something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
It's Oladipo on the wing, defended by Gordon. Double team on Westbrook. Here's Roberson. Can't get it to go. And it's Houston the other way.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West at the very end of the season. Actually came down to the last day. They could have ended as low as 6th going into the final game.
Now here's Bird, guarded closer with the fadeaway. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Thunder with the lead. Second half just getting started, about a minute played. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 12. Anderson with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. And it's Gordon missing. Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Kanter kicks to Oladipo. Outside Westbrook. Fires from 18. Westbrook missing again.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Harden kicks to Nene. Gordon with no one around. Another miss by Houston.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Passes it to Westbrook. And counts the basket. He was fouled. He's going to the line for one more.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, but just more of the same.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for Ryan Anderson. Then for the Thunder, Nick Collison's checked in for Gibson. And it's Doug McDermott in for Roberson. And Oladipo, here we go. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Harden. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Westbrook kicks to McDermott. Pass to Oladipo. Rocket 6. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Montejunas comes in for Nene. And it's Patrick Beverly in for James Harden. Beverly wide open. The offensive rebound. The Thunder leading by 3. Westbrook passes to Oladipo, and he gets it to go. Oladipo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen. Bird.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Bird's got his first bucket in this one.
You know, the turnaround jumper, guys, is one of those shots that always just looks so good. I mean, it's got that nice, smooth, singular motion. Sweet.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle. The strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. And for long stretches of the season, the Thunder, they had a short bench early on due to injury and just having a short rotation. They did change things up, though, as they went through that regular season.
Rockets trail by 3. And Beverly kicks to Williams. Beverly dishes to Williams. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Westbrook. And there's the call on Lewis Williams. That is his first foul of the game. 1:37 left in the third. And Oladipo kicks to Ilyasova. Oklahoma City moving it around. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist by Ilyasova. Now it's a 5-point Thunder lead. Now for the Thunder, Greg, you're talking about, they did have to go to their bench more and more. And Clark, as the season wore on, their bench players were playing a lot of minutes.
Yeah, actually they ended up in the top 10 in bench minutes played. The trades they made at the deadline helped bring depth to the team, and they took advantage of it.
Oladipo with the ball, and it's Bird picking him up. Oladipo, good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Oklahoma City?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters. A hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
The Rockets shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. The Rockets making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Taj Gibson's checked in for Oklahoma City. Andre Robertson comes in for Victor Oladipo. McDermott gets to Adams. And Westbrook.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Williams kicks to Bird. Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Reza passes to Beverly. Westbrook with the block. Oberst will not go. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Thunder lead by 5. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on... Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Thunder leading by 5. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Ryan Anderson out there with Nene, and it's Bird in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Kicks it to Gibson, stolen by Anderson. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. A nice shot by Bird.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Here's Roberson, outside Westbrook. There's the triple. Cannot hit.
But still, eventually you got to feel like we'll start knocking those down.
And Bird, here we go. Harden outside. To tie it up. And another 3 for Houston.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. McDermott, no one around him. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. And that's now 6 points for Doug McDermott. Got a piece of it. Gibson with the steal. Beverly against Westbrook. He dishes it to Robertson. Gibson the screen. And Robertson kicks to Westbrook. And Cantor wide open. He shoots. Great look there, but off target. Harden has a wide open look. From outside, off the mark.
You know, and after fighting to get back into it, that was the chance there to tie it up.
But you know what? You know, they've come this far. They're not going away now. That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in the close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
A shot by McDermott.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
The three from Harden. Another miss by Houston.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Now it's time.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
There's a polished sharpshooter. The Bulls traded up in the first round to get him, and he ended up playing 9 minutes a game over the course of last season.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, guys, over that break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach was giving to his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some fight here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
And thank you, Doris.
You got to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success earlier in the game. Now they're showing real determination in taking it inside to score.
On the topic of Doug McDermott, one of the most decorated college players in recent history, and Clark, you called a lot of his games.
Yeah, enjoyed watching him play, and I still think he has a bright future. Just never found any real rhythm. Averaged only 3 points a game, but he didn't get much playing time, so look for him to bounce back in the years going forward. The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
The Thunder leading by 12. And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Another shot, and it's blocked by Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And the Thunder making a switch here. Adams checked in. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Outside Westbrook. And Oladipo, here we go. And the officials with...